Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master. I'd like to welcome you all to a very special episode of Caches and Cantrips, where a couple of your favorite streamers play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm joined by the amazing Moobs Like Jagger from the GGN crew. So excited to be rolling dice with you. This is going to be a fun little adventure.
It's interesting. I've never done a one-on-one sesh, you know?
Yeah. It'll be fun. A nice little side adventure. If you didn't know what we're doing, this is the special bonus episode to figure out exactly what happened to Raun whenever he disappeared before the group set off for the fortress in the mountains. Also, if you didn't know by now, you can get early access to our VODs as well as podcasts by joining our Patreon page. The episodes are chopped into little smaller bite-sized pieces for your viewing and or listening pleasure. But without any further ado, I say we just go ahead and jump out into it and just figure out what in the world happened to Raun on this episode of Caches and Cantrips. Raun's story last left off as he was preparing to journey with the rest of his friends to the Waynoak Mountains in search of the missing scouts and rangers from the Vantis Kingdom. They had gotten this mission from General Uthek in the citadel of Falshir. Upon exiting that city, Raun seemed to once again vanish into thin air right before his companions. Raun, as you feel the jolt of another transportation to a realm not your own, you immediately find yourself in a dense forest of some sort. You are unable to really see the sun at this point. There's a dense fog kind of hanging in the air, but as you start to come to and try and get your bearings, it's covered with brambles and roots and thick vegetation. You hear a fluttering noise behind you, and this voice says to you, Raun, I'm so sorry. We need your help. We need your help right now.
Oh, Raun turns around to see what's happening.
Yeah, so if you look towards the voice, you can see the familiar face of Twig in the air, looking panicked, exasperated. As you look further out into the area here, you can see this grotesque looking creature. Looks like a hard carapace. It's got some sort of pincered claws on its hands, and you can hear it just making that telltale sound of just like a carapace trying to, as it's moving and making its way through the underbrush. Twig says to you, please, this way, come, we need help.
Oh, okay, Twig. What is wrong? What is that thing?
I don't know. We went too far where we weren't supposed to go, and we got lost, and everything is bad here.
Oh, why did you travel so far away from home?
Well, we wanted to see the edge of our home, and we just went a little further, and well, we got lost. We got turned around.
Where are the other two?
Well, and she points, and you can see this creature kind of stalking towards one of the pixies. Looks to be lying down in the underbrush, unconscious. And you look further out, and you see one pixie flying in the air, sort of just looking onward, trying to keep their distance. Then you see another pixie also lying unconscious in the underbrush.
And this thing is heading towards them, and they are on the floor.
Yes, and if you'd like, you can go ahead and roll initiative.
I will. So Raun's gonna rush his booty over there. 11.
And 11. Okay. And if you look, you should be able to see where Raun is on this map. And what we will do is, Raun, we will start the initiative with you, as they have already taken their turns until
Hey.
you arrived. So, what do you do?
I will rush towards the chitinous thing that is about to eat some pixies.
All right. You should be able to.
I don't see any tokens.
That's okay. We will unhide what you can see. There you go. You should be able to
Perfect.
see the map now.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will fire off a sacred flame to draw its attention.
Okay.
Dex save of 13, please.
I got a 4.
Ooh. Shall take on the power of 10 radiant damage.
Very nice.
Everyone's like, get away from them.
Twig flies over, trying to keep her distance as well. They're going to fly. Stay behind you. And they are going to try and cast sleep.
Ooh. Some pixie magic.
So you hear Twig kind of utter some incantation in Sylvan. While you understand the language, I believe, Sylvan, it's real more arcane conjuring than an actual words being said. And as she releases the spell, you see sort of this pale green light start to wash over the chitinous creature and then fade away. The spell did not take effect.
Oh, okay.
You have to move there, yep. Okay. Up next, this one is going to kind of look at you, look at the pixie on the ground, is going to approach you. And a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. You take 9 slashing damage and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Uh-oh. What is this? Plus 4? 17.
17. You feel your muscles start to tense, but it fades just as soon as it started to take over you. So you did resist that.
Whew.
And as its bonus action, you see the creature just fade from existence and appear
What?
next to the pixie. Something that you've done before. Some innate fey power for it to willingly force itself into another area. You hear another one of the pixies on top of this sort of tall ledge just scream, "Leave him alone!" And they're going to cast a spell on it. And it succeeds. So similar to what happened with Twig, is they cast this spell and you see the creature sort of look its attention somewhere up in the air and then look back at the pixie. All right, Raun.
All right. Raun is gonna move 25 and dash across. Well, not that dash action, but just run over and swingeth onto the creature.
Leave that pixie alone.
We got a 22 to hit
Oh yeah.
for 6 damage.
Okay.
Second hammer swing is a 19.
That hits.
I'm going to release the smite. 8, 12, and 15 damage.
Okay. So as you release your radiant light from your weapon into this creature, and it kind of splits it in two, and like some Icarus like goo starts to ooze from it, killing it.
Nice.
Up next, you hear the chittering coming from what appears to be another hole into the ground. Anything else you'd like to do on Ron's turn?
I'm all out of action, so that's gonna be it.
Okay. And you hear the claw, the pincers like clack together as it makes its way towards you. And it goes next to you. And just kind of having these things around you just kind of instills just this feeling of dread, almost kind of the antithesis of just everything that your teachings from Sylvanas and what your tribe is kind of uphold. This is just trying to destroy all of that. It's trying to just take this sort of area, this grove of where you think may be the Fae, and just turn it into something almost grotesque.
Oh.
It is going to reach out with its pincers, but it is going to miss.
Very nice.
Okay. Twig sort of keeps her distance, just terror washing over her face. I don't know what I can do. I don't know how I can help. Tell me how I can help.
Calm down, Twig. If you have any magic that can harm creatures, now is the time to do it.
She's going to cast a spell on this one, and it does take hold. You can see this creature look off to almost behind and above you and look and start taking its pincers and trying to just snap at it.
Very nice.
Okay. Up next is this pixie. And she's just yelling, please help them, please. But she cannot do anything. Raun, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
What? Okay. That would be a 23.
You pass. So as this sort of fear, you feel it almost taking hold of you, that you want to turn, you want to run, you can't be here, but you're able to shake it off and continue.
Oh. I'm gonna use this turn to reach down and heal the little pixie for let's say 5 hit points.
Okay. This
Lay on
pixie
hands her.
is now conscious, and he is stabilized and not unconscious anymore. So that one has been healed. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just tell the pixie to stand behind me.
Okay.
That is all.
This creature is going to try and claw at you again, but also miss you. And I believe on this one is going to do some damage to it. And as you look, you see kind of the creature look between you and something else, and it kind of recoils and puts its pincers up to try and block some sort of unseen attacker or something. You don't sense anything else is there, but it's clearly got its attention divided. This pixie here looks as though that she wants to move closer, but is afraid to make her way down, because she's seen what this thing's capable of. This pixie is going to stand up and looks around and sees you, and he says, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Raun," and then disappears.
Oh, okay.
And you hear just the faint, like, buzzing of wings out of the area. Raun, your turn.
I'm gonna move to the other pixie, leaving his
Make
threatened space.
another saving throw for me, wisdom.
Alrighty. 22 this time.
Yeah, you save it. Same feeling as you're just kind of pushing off the sense of dread. It's just this being in this area seems like it's trying to just consume and just take from any joy and just make it despair.
I'm gonna also lay on hands this pixie for 5 hit points.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, anything else you'd like to do?
I will take the. No, I already did an action. No, that is all.
Gotcha. This creature's gonna move closer and just kind of keep trying to attack, and that one is a 22.
That is a hit.
9 slashing, and make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, that's a big old nat 1.
What's your total?
Total is 5.
Okay, so you kind of put your hand on the pixies, just trying to just pump some healing to get them out, and as you are focused on this, the creature just emits this feeling, and you almost feel as though that just the light that kind of has been guiding your way is just feeling snuffed out and covered. You are currently paralyzed.
Oh.
As you look at this creature, and it's grotesque, just almost alien being, you're frozen. And it is its turn. Luckily, it does not hit you.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and then Twig's turn. It does some more damage as it looks and snaps at something that's seemingly invisible to you. This pixie is going to also cast a spell. That does also take hold too.
Excellent.
And does some more damage. It's starting to, you see it look a little weary, plenty of fight left in it. This other pixie gets up, oops, and flutters away. It disappears, and then also flutters away. And you can hear kind of behind you, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
You got it. What is this? 16.
Gotcha. Okay. So ooh, that's a very good thing too. However, as you feel kind of the paralysis just leave your body as you're fighting back, this creature does hit you, and it was a natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
This 12 slashing. Make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. This one is a 21.
Yeah, more than enough. All right, more spell damage coming from this creature. It's just snapping in the air wildly between you and just kind of something unseen. We'll go down to your turn now.
All right, Raun's gonna hammer away. Finish this thing off. 16 to hit.
Yep, 16 is enough.
It's a whopping 11 damage.
That's what you needed. How does it look when you demolish this last just creature?
As it's snipping away at whatever I can't see at and it's distracted, I come down with a tremendous force with my hammer and crush its head down onto a rock, making it explode.
Yeah, and as you come down and just kind of crack that carapace, it just snaps open on this rock, and just more just dark ichor oozing out of it. Not really blood, just some weird innard substance from this creature. And we are currently out of initiative. And you see the pixies come back visible, and they float down to you.
Twig, what are these strange beasts? They feel like dread and terror all at the same time.
I'm so sorry. I don't know. This is the furthest we've ever been before, and we're not really supposed to be here. This is part of her realm, not our queen's realm.
What do you mean to her or your queen? This place is so strange. What is happening?
Um, well, our queen, some people call her the Summer Queen, or Titania. She's who, well, we live in her realm, and, where we are now belongs to the Queen of Air and Darkness. They don't get along, and they haven't gotten along for as long as anyone can remember.
Does she also have a name, like your Queen of Summer?
I don't know it.
Well, we should quickly get out of here and return you home. This is not safe for either of you.
Oh, okay. I think that we're all okay now. And then another one pops up. Thank you for saving us, Raun. Please be careful. Everything is bad here. Everything. Don't touch anything.
Wait, you summoned me here? You're just gonna leave me?
No. We're gonna go back. Hopefully to where we came. I was just thanking you now.
Oh, you're quite welcome, but though it was very inconvenient for me to be summoned, but Raun is glad to be able to save everyone. Is there anyone else?
And the others fly to you. No. Well, we knew that you could help us because, we're a little far for anyone else to help us.
Does your powers not work with your friends in this different area?
Well, another one speaks up. One that was, by Twig. Well, we can't always just, make people show up. It doesn't really work that way for our people. We can only do that to you because, well, we know your name.
Oh,
We're not supposed to do it, but it's really fun. It's really helpful. We could have died. The other one's like, yeah, we could have died.
yes, but this situation is not fun.
No.
So we should quickly leave and head back the direction you came from before any more of those strange beasts appear.
And then the male pixie says, yeah, it's that way or, that way? Or maybe that way.
Oh, jeez. Can you not fly above the trees and see where your kingdom is?
Oh, that's a really good idea. And one of them flies up. And then
Ron starts coughing, and it's like a lot of blood, so he's gonna heal himself for 10.
And they fly back down. I think it's that way. It's really dark and not nice here, but I think it's that way. And they point towards this direction on the map, which would be to the east.
Oh, very good. Lead the way, and Ron will make sure to protect everyone.
Okay. And then you see a couple of them fly.
But not too quickly. Ron is not as quick as you.
Oh, okay. And then they sort of fly on. Be careful. Don't touch anything.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Divine Sense before I move forward.
Let's see. It's Celestial Fiend Undead, right?
Yep, good and evil.
In this particular area, you do sense some, it's within 30 feet, right?
60 feet.
60 feet, okay. Measure real quick. Nothing within 60 feet of of that type.
All right, then I'll move forward and follow the pixies.
Yep.
Yeah, like 5,
And
10, 15,
yeah,
30.
I'm keeping you on the map for reasons.
Got it. Some hidden dangers.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the pixies start to move on and slowly fly. They're kind of hovering about 20-25 feet-ish between that area, trying to avoid the ground mostly.
Okay.
Okay, you can go ahead and move yourself wherever you'd like.
Having previous experience with Fae in the past, would Raun have any intimate details on what these pixies are capable of?
What are you looking for in that question? Like combat prowess, arcane ability?
Yeah, like arcane ability, like maybe ways that they can help me move faster to keep up with them.
You won't have to roll for it. You do know that pixies do in particular have some innate kind of abilities to cast spells. What you're not sure is what they may or may not have expended previously and exactly what spells that they have. They may vary from pixie to pixie, depending just on their upbringing or what they learned. So you do know that they're capable, and they did try to help during the fight. So
Okay. I'll move 30. Is that it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Yeah. Oh, boop.
gotcha. So as you make your way over there, the large roots and vines here start to move, and you can see that 2 of the large vines sort of reach out at you.
Okay.
However, you are currently out of their range based on the direction that you took on the map. So these vines reach out and try and grab you, but they fall short. And you see that this large sort of shambling mass of vines starts to slowly inch forward in your direction. And you can see that in this direction, it
Which one?
attempts to, I'm drawing it.
Oh, okay.
If I knew how to draw, whoops. So in this area that you are in, you see some of the roots and vines in the area start to just close in and try and grasp at anything on the ground. Brambles coming up, impeding your movement.
Oh,
Anything else you would like to do?
Ron's just gonna, we must flee this place quickly.
and try to escape the area.
Yep, so that square is currently difficult terrain.
Okay. Do I need a roll
Make
for anything?
a strength saving throw for me.
Right. That would be a 21.
Yeah, so as these vines start to come up and start to reach out at you, you're able to just easily kind of rip them off before they're grabbing like at your legs, and kind of keep them off of you. So at this point, what would you like to do?
We'll just basically we're gonna retreat and not fight this thing.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
10, 15, 30.
Okay. And as you were trying to move along, and this thing's gonna inch slowly after you, but being able to move maybe 5 or 10 feet max, you're going to outrun it. And seeing kind of what is appeared on the ground, the male pixie who's with the group, known as Saffron, is going to cast Fly on you. And they touch you on the shoulder. It says, "We have to get out of here."
Yes, let us fly away.
Yeah. So you are under the effect of the fly spell, effectively defeating the encounter here and avoiding this assassin vine. So as you make your way through this area, you can see just this heavy, dense fog. There are trees that you're not sure are living or dead, undergrowth, brambles, thorn bushes, just sort of just totally cover the ground in these areas. It's absolutely abysmal to travel through. You do make some good time under the fly spell, but you are trudging along what seems like hours and hours, and time works differently here, so you're not exactly sure how long you're going. It's impossible to tell whether it's day or nighttime, as the sun never moves here and it stays in the same place. But you slowly make your way through. You see small creatures, eyes poking their heads, looking at you as you're traveling, but with your current pace, you're able to easily kind of make it past them.
I'm gonna ask Twig or Saffron,
What prevents these creatures from coming into your queen's territory?
Well, I guess what prevents us supposedly from coming here, in that they don't like it. They don't like where it's nice and sunny and joyous. We do have well, the queen does have people that sort of patrol the area, but we slip past them on purpose.
Will you not get in trouble for leaving the kingdom?
Another one of the pixies pipes up, named Rosa. Oh yeah, we're gonna get in a lot of big trouble. Like a lot.
Then why did you travel so far?
And Twig says, "Well, we haven't been here before, and we were curious, and we wanted to see what all, the fuss was about don't go to the scary place, you'll get eaten. I mean, it's kid stuff, right?"
Oh, this seems very real, not child stuff.
Yeah, we see that now.
Is your Queen of Summer at war with this Queen of Air and Darkness?
And the other one pipes up, known as Lily. Well, kind of, but not really. We sort of stay on our side and they stay on theirs. Occasionally you'll hear of one side doing something against the other, but I wouldn't say it's just like an all-out war right now.
Well, Ron hopes that you four learn very valuable lesson and to listen to the rules of your kingdom.
And as you're saying that, if you say a valuable lesson, one of them says, "Call Ron sooner."
No. Let's don't call Ron sooner. Just stay out of trouble.
Well, okay.
Because you know, when you summon Ron, you take Ron away from his friends. And what if Ron's friends in trouble? Ron cannot help them.
We would have brought your friends, but we don't know their names.
Ron thinks for a second. It's like, oh, it's not important, their names.
Fine. So you continue to trudge through just this awful forest. And you finally get to a point where things slowly start to change. It's a gradual effect. There aren't as many thorns on some of the plants. Some of the brambles are not as thick in the undergrowth. You start to see kind of light coming through the trees, and the transition is subtle, but yet you don't know how long it took. That makes sense. It's subtle, but also it's all you remember for several hours or whatever amount of time. And you look around and you see that while still a little on the dreary side, it's vastly different than where you had originally appeared here. And before you see in the distance what appear to be some sort of like stone structure, ruins of some sort. And Twig speaks up. "Oh, I know where we are. I know where we are. It's fine. Everything's fine."
Oh, what is this place? This ruins.
Well, this is sort of the well, this is where we don't go any further if we were listening to what people told us.
Oh, so this is outpost, yes?
Saffron speaks up. "Well, it used to be. There used to be long ago that, well, people would meet on both sides, but that hasn't happened since I or anyone I know have been alive." And you kind of see in the distance is just dilapidated sort of structure with maybe some standing walls, no ceiling, sort of like vines, and like just the area sort of taking it over essentially.
This bad place, it seems, does it grow to push further into your kingdom, or does it stay where it is?
Lily speaks up. It kind of stays here, I think. I haven't known it to grow, but, well, this is the first we've ever been, so.
Ron would like to learn more about you four. Ron does not know anything besides that you like to summon Ron when in trouble. But, what I don't know, what do you do for life? Do you work? Do you have jobs? You just run around and cause trouble?
And Twig says, "Yeah, trouble, fun, mischief, or fun."
Oh, okay, all right. But does the queen tell you to do something? Do you live in a city? Where do you four come from?
Well, sometimes we do things to help, but we've never met the queen. She wouldn't ask us to do anything. We just are kind of allowed to stay, in her domain, and we do whatever we want.
Seems fun.
It is fun, see?
But no responsibilities. Very strange to Ron.
Well, as long as we follow the rules.
Oh, but you broke rules.
Yeah.
So if you never meet Queen before, then maybe you don't get in trouble.
And one of them kind of just looks and opens their eyes and just says, I don't want to meet the queen if we're in trouble. I only want to meet the queen if we're doing nice things, good things, things that she wants.
Oh, what does your queen want?
Well, I don't know. I've never met her. I've never talked to her. We're just, supposed to follow the rules and live however we want and do fun things and make people laugh and cause mischief.
Then how do you receive your rules? How do you know what are rules and what not rules?
Well, we just know, Ron. And just kind of
Ron.
like puts their hand on their hips. I mean, how do you know to eat or drink things?
Oh, well, you're hungry, you're thirsty, but the rules are very different. Ron not from here, so Ron needs an explanation.
If you were from here, you would just know.
Interesting. So it is, how do you say, part of you? Yes, Twig?
Maybe? My mom told me not to go here. Yeah, I don't know. How do we know the rules? And then Saffron goes, well, I don't know. They're just rules. You're supposed to know them. And then Lily says, well, what if you don't know them? And Rosa said, but you do know them. And they just kind of like argue about how do we know rules and what are rules and why are there rules? Who makes the rules? Why do we listen to them? We almost got eaten. And it's like a round and round and round conversation until you interrupt it.
Okay. Oh, the new rule. Do not go to scary place anymore. Stay away from evil Queen Kingdom. And we keep going.
And they go, okay, that's not a new rule, but that's a good rule. And then you hear a noise, Ron, that just almost sounds like zzz. And you see right in front of you a small creature that stands about, let's see here, about the size of, well, a little taller than the pixies. But this creature just appears almost out of like thin air, and you heard something a split second. It's got this very, very long pointed ears, kind of like a dark purplish skin tone, wearing some just sort of simple clothing made of cloth, and speaks to you in common.
Oh.
And looks at you, and you're noticing that this creature's almost vibrating as it's standing there. Just like it can't sit still, like it's always just moving in some way. And it says, a little far from home, aren't you? And then something else goes, and another one appears in front of you and says, what do you mean by evil queen, huh? Lost your voice?
Who are you? Who are these people?
And they're speaking so fast, it's almost unintelligible. And when you say, who are you? They dart away from you, almost 100 feet in an instant.
Okay.
Who are you? Yeah, who are you? Where are you from? Why are you here?
I'm friends of Twig and these 4 pixies. Why are you here?
And,
I'll speak in Sylvan.
Mm-hmm. And they speak back to you in Sylvan. Oh, you speak our tongue too, huh? That's interesting. How did you learn that? Who taught you that? And the other one says, do you live here? Why is our queen evil? Is your queen evil?
You are from Darkness area?
And one of them pokes back in front of you. You're not? Where are you from? Are you from here?
I try so hard not to say my name. This one is not from this. Somewhere else. Not here. or there. And I point like both directions.
And then the other one zips up. Oh, outsider. Got anything cool? Got any good stuff?
What
And
do you
they
have?
are going to just reach into your bag and start rummaging.
Raun's just gonna try to like close the bag and shake it up to stop them.
I'm going to make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
And if you would, you can make an opposed check. I will say for this, yeah, I would just say make just make an athletics to grab it away from him and kind of close the bag.
Oh, 25.
Okay, and they rolled lower than that, and they start to like rummage through, and like they're halfway in your bag, and you kind of pull your bag away and close it, and they go, "Hey, what you that for? I need some stuff. Do you have any cool stuff?" And the other one kind of zips over to you, looking like peering into like your bag and like what you're wearing, and says, "You have to give us stuff, or you can't pass. That's the rules." And the other one says, "Yeah, that's the rules. You have to give us stuff."
Twig, is this the rules?
I don't know.
No, these are bad rules. Not polite to steal people's things.
I try to persuade him.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. 13 plus. Where's my persuasion? Plus 5, 18.
So one of them was looking directly in front of you goes, "Well, maybe those are bad rules." And the other one says, "Hey, hold on, focus here." And he tries to reach into your bag too.
Nope.
Make me an opposed athletics there.
Athletics is 21.
Got you. They got a 25 on their sleight of hand. So I would like for you to choose. What do they get out of your bag?
Okay. Let me. Let's say they grab Raun's flute.
Okay. So he kind of buries himself in your bag, rummages around. You're like, "Hey, get out of there!" And he comes up and he goes, "What's this?" Poof, and then darts off.
Hey,
And then
that is Raun's flute.
Blows into it. Makes this awful noise.
I was like wincing and just like return that to this one, and this one will play a very nice song for you.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 16.
Okay, yeah, you beat both of them, and they go, a song. You'll give us a song for free? For free?
Not free, but you will reward this one in return for playing pleasant song.
And then the other one darts over to the one that took your flute, and you hear this. It's so blindingly fast that it sounds like they're maybe talking or whispering, but it just sounds just ridiculously quick and unintelligible. And they come back right in front of you, and they say, 2 songs. They hold their flute up.
Agreed. 2 songs.
Raun grabs a flute, and the first song would be like a little jig song, that makes you want to dance.
Makes a performance roll for that one.
This one 14.
Okay. They both seem to like it okay. You can't tell if they're bobbing their heads or if they're just vibrating with an insane amount of metabolism. And they say, More, please. More. We need more songs. More songs.
Okay.
And Raun will play another song. This one will be kind of like a whimsical ballad. Kind of a little serene, a little calming. See if that calms him down. I got a 16 performance.
Gotcha. They did not like that one as well. One of them does, and just kind of sits back, closes their eyes a bit, and they're still moving constantly. But I guess what you could expect out of something to relax that has an insane amount of metabolism. And the other one goes, "Wow, boo! Really bad song. Why is it so quiet and dull and stupid?"
So, no, your friend enjoy it. Look.
No. And they take something off of their belt and then poke at you with it twice. One of which actually does connect with you, doing a mighty 6 piercing damage.
Ow!
As they run away.
Oh. Why did you hurt Raun?
Why are your songs bad? And they just run away to the edge of kind of this little grove area.
You know, Twig, can we please leave? This is not good time.
Oh yeah, I was waiting to just leave. I don't know them, I don't know what they are, and I don't want to give them my stuff. So I say we go.
Yes, but why did you not help Raun?
Because they're scary and you kill scary stuff?
They are quite similar to you, no?
No.
Okay. Wrong mistake. Let us continue.
In Raun's defense, they are all tiny creatures. These don't happen to have wings, and where the pixies are more of kind of various shades of like greenish and yellow, these are kind of purplish and dark blue. So
Okay.
to you, someone from here, it's like, what's that?
They don't have wings, so
They do not. They are running.
Flying?
They're running. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just almost imperceptibly fast. These are quicklings.
Well, Raun's not fond of these ones. They stab Raun.
Yeah, maybe we should get out of here before they get even angrier.
Okay.
So you go to leave, and they kind of are running circles around you. Where are you going, huh? You can't leave yet.
Hey, you still owe this one a reward. We promised 2 songs.
2 good songs. Yeah.
No, Raun already sing 2 songs or flute songs. You have to give this one reward.
What do you mean reward? That wasn't part of the deal. I thought that was a different deal. I don't know. What do you want? What do you got?
Same deal. No, you give this one something.
They sort of look at each other. And one of them throws something down. Kind of at your feet. And says, "You're looking at like one of the songs," and then darts off. And the other one kind of like scowls at you and like sticks their tongue out at you, not in a playful way, but like a "Wah!" And then darts off too.
I pick up what they threw down.
It is some sort of dagger. Just a small.
Oh, was
Weapon.
it like a toothpick to me or what?
I mean, it's still functionally a dagger. For them, it's more of a sword.
Okay.
And when you're looking at like the tiny creatures, they're about like action figure height or so. They're not like super small. So like a dagger to them would be like a sword.
Okay. I'll just put down in my notes tiny sword.
Yep. You can throw a. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Okay, so you make your way through here, and you kind of see that inside these ruins there is just kind of, like I said, mossy cobblestones. There's no furniture. There was a stone floor at some point that's been kind of overtaken um, by just the elements in the forest. On the other side, the direction of where you're going, you can see just sort of just flowers growing around on that side, kind of the entrance, whereas the other side's more barren per se. But you make your way kind of through this sort of dense forest, and you can see the sun, and it's more familiar of when last time that they have brought you, where it looks similar to just a nice forest with the saturation turned all the way up, like a verdant green. You hear just animals, singing in the background. You see various little fey creatures, some not so dissimilar to Elky, of just large, just kind of beasts looking at you and kind of trying to get an idea of what you're doing, but really just kind of leaving you alone. And Twig sort of says to you, well, I think that we're reasonably close here, but time's different here, so close to me I might not be close to you, but we're close-ish.
What is close to Twig and close to Raun?
Well, I've never been where you're from, so I don't know, but we just have to keep going for a little while. And one of them kind of flies atop the trees and then flies back down. Yeah, a little while.
And is it possible for Twig to go where Raun is from?
Oh, we're not supposed to.
Interesting. But it's possible then.
Maybe sometimes, well, the really powerful ones try to do that. It can be kind of hard.
So we are traveling to your village?
Well, we're traveling back to kind of where we're from. But you're not supposed to go, but you helped us, so we can go together, and then we'll take you back to your friends. Is that okay?
Oh yes, this is we're very appreciative.
I'm still a little scared. I don't want to go by myself.
Raun will protect you. Don't worry.
And the rest of them just say, "Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, Ron."
You're welcome, everyone. Is Elky here? I'm gonna call for Elky.
Yeah.
I'll do like a little flute song that I used to summon Elky.
Sure. Yeah, and you kind of take a minute and play this song, and then sort of kind of coming through the trees on the Sealy side of this dividing line, you see Elky, and just comes up and just kind of stands at attention looking at you.
I caress the side of the head of Elky and mount him.
Yeah, easily done. And you are mounted on Elky, and you ride through the forest. And at one point you kind of get through, and then you find like a road. Sort of this path opens and has some kind of rough stone and stuff, with some grass growing through. It's not really like a paved road or anything like that, or one that you'd find kind of in the in your world, but there is a road, and you ride for some amount of time. And what's strange about this place, as even though that you've gotten to a seemingly better part of this immense forest area, it's almost like that it's always sunset or sunrise, one of the two. You can't tell. So there's always kind of this veil of twilight over the land. And you see just these strange phosphorescent flowers blooming along the path, which are almost like lanterns as you get further along, but they're clearly just flowers that are grown by the road. And you can see just streams kind of flowing in strange ways that don't necessarily make sense, where they take kind of sharp turns and then kind of level out, but the water flows normally. It's very strange. And as you get closer, Twig sort of says to you, Raun, we wanted to thank you. We talked earlier, and we thought that we should thank you for keeping us from being eaten, and give you something nice for once.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ron would greatly appreciate for all what you have done for Ron.
Okay. And then Lily takes a bag off of her shoulder that's like a small sized like container, and kind of flies up to you and goes, "Can you hold this for a second?"
Oh, yeah, yes, of course. Extend my hand out.
Kind of hold your hand out, and they drape it over one finger. And whenever it's in your possession and they leave it to you, it grows to the size of a normal bag, almost like a satchel.
Oh.
And they sort of open up a flap and kind of dive in, and they start handing Saffron things out of this bag. They look like fruit, but very strange. One of them looks like an orange, just a regular orange, but it's purple. Another thing that they pull out is and it's kind of red and almost cylindrical and has like a green kind of leaf growing out of the top of it. It's like a pineapple, but it's red and smooth, almost like an apple and a pineapple, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And
red smooth pineapple, also apple.
yeah, and they hand it to you. And then the last thing they pull out is something that looks kind of like a banana, but it's bright orange, and instead of a curve, it completely loops around itself.
Like kind of like a spring.
Yeah, just once though, so it's kind of one little loop. When they hand that over to you, and Saffron says, "Okay, so we're gonna give you these fruit, but you have to keep them in the bag. I don't know how long they'll last where you're from, but if you keep them in the bag, it should be okay."
Oh, okay. Is this a special magic bag?
Yeah, it'll make sure that the fruit doesn't go bad. And you look at this bag, and it's like bright green, and it looks like it's made from like large leaves. But as you like inspect it, there are no seams. There's no conceivable way that these leaves are kind of stitched together to make a bag. They're just there on this satchel. And then the shoulder strap seemingly just comes from within the bag, and it comes out, and it's like a dark like green, and it's like a flat vine.
Oh, well, Ron, thank you, Twig, Saffron, Rosa, Lily. But with so Ron remembers mushroom does special things. Does fruit same?
Oh yeah, way better than mushrooms. Yeah, way better and tastier. And tastier.
Oh, but
Already used detect magic. Damn it. Oh no. I know they're magical. I'm not gonna guess it.
well, thank you so much.
And they say, "You're welcome," and then Lily kind of says, "Do you know what they do?"
Do you? Ron would love to know what they do.
And Lily goes, "Oh, he doesn't know anything."
Oh, sorry,
then-
Ron's not from here.
Saffron's like, well, he's not from here, see? It's like, but there, you gotta know what the fruit does. How do you not know what the fruit does? Well, I don't know. I've always known what the fruit does. And they kind of argue amongst each other again about, well, what does the fruit do? Well, how do we know that? Because we tried it. Well, my mom told me, and it's just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you break it up again.
Oh, children. Maybe those who have eaten fruit before can explain to Ron what it does.
And Twig goes, okay. And they hold up like the purple orange. This one, you eat it, and then it'll make you feel really good. And if you're hurt, it can help you, and some other stuff. And then they kind of open the bag and then put that in there. And then they pull out they have like the bright orange, like loop-de-loop banana. I don't, to you?
Yeah.
And they say, this one is really useful if people are trying to cast spells and you don't want them to. They put that in the bag.
Okay.
And they pull the other one and they say, and this is the pineapple smooth pineapple. And and they say, this one, well, if you're going on a long journey, you can use this, and you won't have to eat anything or drink or sleep for a long time. Mm-hmm. They put it back in the bag.
How long is long time?
Well, I don't know, a few days.
Oh, wow, okay. And does Ron have to eat whole thing, or can Ron share?
Well, you have to eat the whole thing. You don't share the fruit. That's weird. And so, yeah, that's kind of weird. What would happen? I don't want to try that. What if nothing happens? What if something happens? And you've kind of created this another like existential dilemma with them. It's almost like that no one's ever questioned like how things work here, and having someone here who doesn't understand and wants you to explain things that are illogical, don't make sense, and are unexplainable, almost kind of sends their brain to a spiral. It's
So,
like,
okay, well, where Ron is from, it is nice, like a gesture, to gift, to share food with your friends and family.
oh, okay.
See, watch, Ron would teach you, and then Ron takes out like a sweetbread,
Mm-hmm.
and then rips off like 4 pieces, and then say, okay, gather around, and Ron will show you.
Okay. And one of them goes, oh, more bread. And they
It
like
is, but
swarm like your hand.
Oh, I'm like holding it. Ron will teach you how people do things in Ron's world, but you must sit still, and Ron will give you a piece of bread, and everyone has to wait.
Oh,
Then
wait.
we eat it together.
Why?
It is polite. You do when you eat with friends and family. You do not. You wait to eat together, not selfishly.
What if I'm really hungry and she's not really hungry?
It is still nice,
Oh,
wait.
fine.
unless you get permission. Then say, please do not wait. Go ahead and eat.
And Saffron goes, please do not wait. Go ahead and eat. And then grabs a sweet bread from you.
No, I have to say, you are a guest.
Ugh,
We are
these
just-
rules are weird.
But now he brought his hands him out to everyone. He's like, okay, now we may eat together.
And they just like gobble them up. Just, and these pieces of sweet bread, like, they just devour them. And it's like someone holding like, I imagine like a quarter loaf of bread in their hands, as trying, like getting a tiny piece to Ron is different than to the pixies. So they're just nomming on this like piece of sweet bread in their hand.
Well, then close enough. Ron just laughs with them.
Well, we'll try not to call you as often unless we're really in trouble or we're really bored.
Maybe just only trouble, not bored.
What if we're really bored? Because last time we were kind of bored.
If you are really bored, then perhaps you will, 4 of you, learn to dance and sing.
Well, we already do that. Yeah. And that can be fun, but it's fun with more people.
Just only call Raun when in big trouble.
Okay. And then Rosa kind of flies up and is holding a mushroom in her hand, and breaks kind of the mushroom and gives you like half, and then breaks the other half into like quarters. And then she goes, and now we can eat together. You have my permission to eat.
Oh, thank you, Rosa. That's a very quick learner.
Ron will eat the half mushroom.
Yep. And they all eat their half. The pixies grow to be small sized instead of tiny. And then Ron shrinks to be small sized.
Oh my god.
And then they all laugh. And they're like dancing around and flying around you. Small Ron, small Ron, small Ron.
Oh my god.
So I'm small size. So we're like equal size then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is a very strange experience for Ron.
All right, come on, Ron, we gotta go. And you are small Ron on big Elky at the moment. And you're like a small child trying to ride a Clydesdale horse.
My Ron's legs are just like sticking straight up on the saddle.
Okay, let's go.
But then a minute later, things go back to normal. They shrink back down, and then you grow to your normal size.
Oh, do you have more mushrooms for Ron to take home later?
Well, that was the last one that we had. We've been out here a while. We used some of them to try and not die.
What does pink one do?
Well, I don't want to ruin the surprise. It's not bad. It won't hurt you.
But if Ron is in trouble and needs to eat a mushroom to save Ron's life, will it be beneficial?
What kind of trouble?
Like Ron is attacked by big dragon, and Ron has to do something to live.
Oh, I've never been attacked by a dragon. Well, it'll be helpful.
Maybe Ron's wounds close and are healed. Maybe Ron turns invisible. Like you did before in Scary Woods.
Maybe? You'll have to find out. You'll have to find out. They laugh. It's not bad.
Okay.
So you venture on, kind of following this road dotted with these phosphorescent flowers kind of lighting the way for you. And you travel and it seems like you've been traveling for a full day, but also an hour. You don't have any idea of how long that you're traveling, or the distance, or even just the time spent with these pixies. But as you sort of go closer or deeper into the forest, you can see sort of in the distance there is just this open glade, and you can pick out in the distance other small creatures flying around, some other creatures walking, talking to one another, some in armor at this large kind of what appears to be a gate with vines and things kind of over it and flowers at the top. You see a stone structure where the walls on the outside are kind of mossy cobblestone, and you can see sort of trees and roots kind of growing up around it and forming a dome above it. And you see in the distance another almost like a tower, but only a few stories or so tall, with the same kind of mossy green cobblestones and vines running up the side of it, and whole walls covered in flowers.
Well, as we're traveling, which seems like forever, but like an hour, do I feel fatigue or get tired at all, or how do I feel?
No, you feel fine. Like you've maybe had a tough adventuring day and just kind of coming towards the end of the day where you'd want to camp or so. And Twig kind of flies in front of you and goes, "Okay, wait, we gotta stop now."
Oh, but you're not going to show Raun your home? Is this your home?
You're not allowed inside, remember? Because you're not from here.
What if you disguise Raun to be something that is from here?
And Saffron says, "Ron, we're already in trouble. I don't want to get any more trouble."
Well, how do you know you're in trouble? No one knows you left.
They kind of look over their shoulder, and Lily says, well, we've been gone a long time, so I'm guessing that people were probably looking for us, so I think we have a lot of explaining to do.
Well, what will you do?
Just say what happened and you know, say we got lost. It's the truth. We got lost.
Will you talk about Raun?
Should we talk about Ron?
No, it is best you don't.
Yeah, we won't talk about Ron. Well, they're not gonna believe that we got out of that on our own. We'll take care of it. It's fine. You know, it'll be fine.
Okay, so you will make up a lie.
No, we'll tell the truth as much as we need to. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is your village called?
Well, and they kind of whisper to each other for a moment. Well, it's not really, well, it's more of like a special place where people kind of meet, like a court or some sort. And then Twig says, "No, okay, bye, Ron." And they snap their finger, and that same feeling of just sort of being just forced out of the plane of existence where you are, and Ron gets shunted into the material plane again, and you're dropped, and you look and you're facing Bryn and another small creature that are hiding behind some rocks, and you turn behind you looking for Vin and Valken. You don't see them, and you spot a large, dilapidated fortress in the distance. And that is where we will end Ron's special adventure. So I hope you had fun. I hope you liked it. Messing around in the Feywild, helping out your, I don't know, acquaintances. I don't know if you call them friends or not at this point.
I wouldn't think they're friends because they only do things for selfish reasons. But they did give Ron a care package, so I guess it's a budding relationship that may blossom into the flower that we call friends.
Yeah, and I will say too, with that that bag, when they put the fruit back into it, they seem to just kind of disappear. So there's definitely something to that bag. Than just a fruit basket. So maybe you'll learn more about that as you experiment with it. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching this little special side episode on podcast format as well as our YouTube VODs. Appreciate you watching and hanging out with us. If you haven't already, please go follow the GGN crew. The links will be in the description so you can watch our buddy Moobs Like Jagger with his other friends in GGN playing some games. Anything you'd like to add on that before we end?
If you guys want to just catch me specifically, I'm on there Tuesdays and Wednesdays in the evenings.
Very nice. All right. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.